We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Chicago Cubs. It's Major League Baseball on MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully, he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he's fun to watch.
Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Three and two now. Not a bad night to bring Parka along. 54 degrees at game time. Three-two pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, and one shortstop rounds out to the other, one away. And here's a shot of the Athletic starting lineup for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 3-1. Scott there to straightaway left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting third, Jed Lowry.
Now play Jed Lowry. And that misses. 2-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And set up behind the dish, Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Hayward is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. A solid start to this one for John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Sean Manaea, a lefty from Indiana, is on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low three-quarter arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball, a true serve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
At the plate, Albert Almora. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes ball 4. So the man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A winning run at first base. The 1-1 home. Gets him out in front on a good changeup. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. A chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His career numbers against Minaya, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now the 3-2 pitch. Good job to steal that one away, and he stays alive. The next 3-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand 1. Still no score. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. Missed with a breaking ball.
2-1.
2-1. Here's Lester's offering. 3-1.
Come on.
Doesn't want any part of that, and it's full 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
It's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Popped him up. Bryant is under. He's got it for the first down.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
In, Matt Chapman is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Hayward. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Riding in for Oakland, Josh Fegley. There are 2 gone, and the possible go-ahead run at first. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
This one's down to third. He'll go to Baez to the force, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He'll take his first cuts here. Now 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power.
Here's Addison Russell. His career numbers against Manaea. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Smolinski. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Jason Hayward.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fastball down near the tops. Javier Baez would be next. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Here's Javier Baez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no, of course. And And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2. Line drive in there, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Sean.
It appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now. Switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle.
Zobrist.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. It's the catch, and the winning run is stranded. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Mike Montgomery, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
38, Mike Montgomery.
Settling in now, Jake Smolinski. Into the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Swing. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Batting ninth, the pitcher,
Brandon Moss will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Brandon Moss.
Hold high in the air out to right field. Hayward giving chase. 2 gone.
Now batting,
Stepping in, Marcus Semien. His head-to-head history with Montgomery, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the 2nd ball. Hayes still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Hayward will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. A's drawn and ordered. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now. Right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. 2nd trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Line drive to center field. Smolinski is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant. And misses, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work on the them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Anthony Rizzo stands in. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 1 for 4. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Petit has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Every manager, pitching coach, may love to bring a guy in that they know one thing: he's going to throw strikes and himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
And he'll get back in slowly. And there he goes towards second. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Get a first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. 3 innings in the books. No score on MLB Network. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Two and 2 the count. Hit down the third baseline. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed
Stepping into the box, Jed Lowry. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Davis.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He drew a walk his first time up. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. That misses. 1 and 2.
That ball stayed up in the zone. You'll see often early in the game where pitchers trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. Throws in on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Hit hard toward first, but this is gloved over there at first. He's in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Slow bouncer to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 2 for 4. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curve curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Hit hard down the line. Here comes the payoff pitch. Lets it off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Right fielder number 22, Jason Hayward.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2 is led off for ball 2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run, because the runner at first will be in motion.
Swing and a liner. Makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Count full, 3-2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And he fouls it off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
That brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making him 0 for 1 so far. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Popped him up. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Into the box now, Josh Phegley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2. On the ground to second for Baez. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Last half of the fifth coming up, and we still have no score. Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a solo shot down the line in left. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you win this thing in walk fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Cubbies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead and never gave it back. Mike Montgomery is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.